What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarose.
And this is episode 6 of The Expanse, our reaction.
Yeah.
I didn't look at what the title was, so I have no idea.
You know what? It probably doesn't matter.
I think it does, probably. I feel like the titles in this have been very indicative of what the episodes are. You just don't know until after you've seen them. Like the last one was like heading towards the butcher or something like that.
Oh. No. I almost never look at episode titles.
That's fair. Shall we dive into this?
Let's go.
If you want the full length reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. But if you don't, stay here because you're already here and you haven't really even watched the video yet.
Why not?
Took me 5 years of sheep dipping in Johnson's outfit to steal tech for his competitors. It's worth a lot of money to me.
What's sheep dip?
I wonder if they have ice cream in the snack shop.
You're really having this conversation close enough that your kid can hear?
You know why I quit the intel desk? I couldn't tell anymore if I was still working for the good guys.
You're probably not.
Yeah.
Based on how Earth has handled most of the situations in the show so far.
Yeah. Is anybody really going to be the good guys? Like...
Yeah, it's true.
It seems like
that
one of those
crew
shows.
Is.
I mean, yeah, they're doing the best. Yeah, they're doing the best.
I think the show is going to ultimately be about how individuals can be good people, but institutions can't. All kinds of institutions fail, right?
Right.
But that's not a failure of the individuals. It's just a failure of the necessity of social gathering in the human species.
Yeah. Humans suck when you get too many together.
Yeah.
James Holden, son of a bitch.
Stay where you are.
You either some kind of genius, Mr. Holden, or you the luckiest dipshit in the solar system.
Why did you invite us here?
Unfortunately, it's the second one.
They be out here speaking with me now. You walked off that ship because you're in charge. At least you think you are. If I wanted to hurt you, I would have broadcast your transponder and your position to the entire...
They really should have sent out the pilot in his Martian uniform. It would have been a more intimidating figure here.
Yeah.
No, his hat.
I'm Lita. My brother, Kaipo.
Okay.
Parents must be proud.
The old EVA helmets used to burn like that. The contacts would cut your skin.
Thanks for sharing.
That's what the tattoos are. Oh, interesting.
We're going to have a nice long talk, you and I. How long depends on you.
Interesting.
He's getting desperate.
But I don't really understand, because the last time they spoke, it didn't really seem like Miller was 100% against working with him.
No.
And he hasn't given him the opportunity to share information. Like, I would have waited a little bit longer to see if Miller was down for my idea before doing this. I don't think this is the worst move. I just think, like, they literally just met in that bar.
Yeah, however, I think that he offered him the bait of revenge, and he didn't take it right away, and that was a huge red flag.
No, he did.
No, he still went after, instead of going after the dude who attacked his partner, he still went after the whole mystery,
yeah.
right?
Fair. Fair. For the budget of a sci-fi show, whoever was their cinematographer and planned out the space shots deserves so much credit for how they're shot.
Yep, 100%.
What the fuck?
I have no idea what just happened.
You can't do that. Like, you can't open your spacesuit in space.
Maybe there's an invisible shield.
Raised and buried your kind by the hundreds.
Not my kind.
Broken boys. Quick to the trigger. Slow on the uptake. Go ahead, son. Pull it.
What a burn.
Holden, tell the butcher to call off his men, or I'll have Alex vent his bloody station.
How's it going out there?
Sir, we have a problem.
I'm gonna come clean. Embarrassing, but really like her shower. It's great water pressure.
Fair. You know what? Fair.
I am talking about independence.
Yeah. With you as governor, it's a great idea.
I'd vote for him.
Your door set.
You keep missing the point.
That's why you gotta.
The manipulation of the hat in this scene
Yeah,
is
I know.
just fucking so well done.
Brilliant.
You're in love with Julie Ma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's when they let them just like act.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
They hire the right actors. Like they've done such a brilliant job of that.
absolutely.
We'll all give sworn statements.
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
We're gonna be spending a lot of time staring at each other across the dock out there. You and I both want the same thing. To do right by our people. Let me do this.
Let's go, Holden.
Oh, all right, cool.
You're not gonna pass through the restricted zone on your way home, boss man.
Way around, talking to fuel, would die for sure.
That's your problem, not mine.
Is this to be like the Martians also suck?
I think they all suck.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You're using his crew? How do you know he's not gonna space you the second you get out
Because
there?
you're gonna rig the Rossi so it only responds to my command.
For God's sake.
Let's go.
Because this is my fault.
Amos is about to clean his clock.
I logged the distress call in the camp.
Amos,
I'm glad we cleared this up.
I knew. Holden did the right thing.
Seems to be a trend for him.
Mm-hmm.
You were afraid of me.
That was a very genuine moment of self-reflection there from Amos. Oh my gosh.
Wow, yeah.
You should have said something.
He just did.
It's a little late now. They have been kind of running for their lives up until this moment.
I don't know how much free time they've had, you know?
Just like your sister. All right? Wasn't she like 15 when you let her die out on the belt?
Oh.
You forgot to check her mag boots or something? She was your sister. She relied on you to keep her safe.
Would you like me to?
Miller, what game are you playing here?
Yeah. Just firing him up.
Our family was starving.
So you killed her.
And that makes me a monster.
Kind of.
Do you know, is possible to cry so hard that your tears turn to blood?
Fuck, that's a good line.
Die as you lived.
All right.
He didn't specify whether or not she was in on the dying for everyone else.
Yeah.
Second-class citizens. Well, enjoy your final day.
Or at least they still have podcasts in the future.
No! Get out! I'm sorry! Oh my God! He's going to walk my dog! And warm your fat... No! What are you doing?
Wow, okay. drunkenly murdering his nephew is not what I thought that was going to turn into, but...
Uncle! Please!
Is there just like a side quest story in every episode of the show that's just fucking miserable?
Maybe.
You'd have to be siphoning off resources on a massive scale.
The opiate smuggler we captured was carrying stealth composites. That's not a coincidence.
Does she ever have a conversation in a private office? Ever?
I don't think so.
This, like, every time we see her having these very intense matters of national security,
yeah,
it's always in an open hallway with people walking by.
Yeah, I know.
There are literally surveillance drones that could be watching their conversation in the shot.
Maybe they control all the surveillance.
If you're lucky.
That bucker ogling you, he's packing a knife on his left hip. Thanks.
What a wingman. Let's go, Amos. Just letting people know where the threats are.
What are you, the union rep? I grew up in places like this. You grew up. I wouldn't have figured that. I'm gonna stop talking. 2 more, please.
Yes, more alcohol tends to help people stop talking.
Yeah.
A lot of Martians gave their lives getting us onto this ship.
In the heat of the battle, they fought to get you off the Doniger.
Lieutenant Lopez. He's in the rear hole. He died for us.
I'll make sure his body's returned to Mars. He's a fellow soldier.
Thank you.
This is cool.
Yeah.
There's like real respect and like very mature conversations happening.
Yeah.
Sure. I could use a drink. I'll charge it to Fred's tab.
Does everybody just have access to this thing?
I think so. Yeah, it seems to be.
Oh god,
Jesus.
Hey, let's go!
Coming in clutch. You love to see it.
I thought it was gonna be his partner.
He's probably still in bed.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, fair.
Man has got to stand up.
Come back! We'll be okay!
You can only live so long.
Is he about to use his ship as a...
Uncle Mateo, you don't need to do this.
Oh, this is... Oh, no.
Uncle!
Things gonna change.
We'll be okay, Uncle. We'll be okay.
The man's gonna stand up.
Oh, this is so bad. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's about to get so spicy. What a fucking shot.
Yeah.
Wow. The reflection in the helmet?
Yeah, I know.
Unreal.
We're gonna miss you, pal. Wherever you are. I hope no one there needs medical attention.
Oh, shit.
Fuck is that guy?
This is why...
Oh, that must be the spy.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
This is why she needs to stop having conversations in hallways.
I've never killed anyone before. Oh, let me sick.
Hey, you're all right. It's just a reaction.
Yes.
What a statement.
It's just a reaction.
It's just a reaction.
You know, every time you remember something, your mind changes it just a little until your best and your worst memories, they're your biggest illusions.
Fucking hate that.
You make yourself forget it.
This episode, whoever wrote it, goddamn.
Yeah.
It's terrible advice.
Oh.
Probably for the best. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
I appreciate Miller making the right choice.
Yeah. Is his chest hair shaved to reveal his ab? Like,
I
shape?
think that's how it grew. I'm so glad I don't have a lot of body hair.
Me too.
Not just people who do. I
Hey, it's like a preferential thing.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who love body hair.
Yeah. I think that if I did, I would be more comfortable with it, but because I don't.
It's like a weird thing because you don't have. Yeah. You'd also be warmer.
Guess we lost Amos.
Oh, he'll be here in a sec.
Okay.
Is Fred Johnson okay with them all going?
I guess I'll put on some coffee.
Yeah, I don't.
Holden, man after my own heart.
You people drive a hard bargain.
You got our recorded statements.
Oh, okay.
We'll bring your Lionel Polanski home, if he's out there.
Interesting.
I'll do what I can.
The tailor of her engineering outfit.
Crisp.
You would think that she wouldn't need it to be quite so tight, but...
Well, and here's the thing. They're probably, like, standard, like, uniforms. So, like, because she's the lead on a show, it, like, is flattering and fits her well. But, like, in reality, it would probably be, like, boxy on everybody. You just... graffiti.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that.
Jesus, Miller, should I even ask?
I figured it out.
Okay. What's on there?
You tell anyone about this?
Just you.
What about this? Copies?
Encrypted, you can't.
Erase Detective Miller's case files and cancel all his clearances.
What are you doing?
You're fired.
He bought you.
Get out.
You're in his pocket.
Ooh, interesting.
Hey, Anderson.
Also, don't open your safe in front of the person you're trying to hide the information from.
I mean, yeah, if he was watching close enough... here's the thing. She could probably reset that code once it's in there.
Sure.
But yeah.
But she was kind of like, and here is my safe, and here is my passcode.
Yeah.
In front of a detective. I'm tired of speaking to a child. The man that I tasked with figuring this out, who figured it all out and found all the clues and did exactly what I asked him to, and then brought me that information in an expedient manner.
Well, here's
you
the problem.
Child.
Here's the problem, right? She's gotta play all sides, right? Julie's dad.
Oh, 100%. I'm just saying the
and
child.
whoever bought her off.
The child insult is funny when he like strolled in and did exactly what she asked him to do.
Yeah.
Taco Control, this is Gas Freighter Rocinante requesting...
Or Johnson isn't sending anyone with them? Okay. I can, like, understand him letting them go off as a crew, but to not send a single one of his people, not to, like, try and push one of his, like, operatives onto this mission.
Yeah. It's an interesting choice.
I'm guessing this is going to be our ship for the show. This is going to be the, like...
Yeah.
Let's go. Cool.
Cool.
That was a fantastic episode of television.
Yeah, it was really well written.
Yeah.
I feel like I was going through some of the comments and like people were like, oh yeah, last week it was like so for a reason, like it's okay, and I feel like I want to clarify that, like, I did not enjoy the episode or anything like that. It was just very like a very abrupt change from episode 4 to episode 5. Not in a bad way, but a very like important way. And this is a continuation of that. It's like the next step up where there were some there were more like inciting incidents. But there was also a lot of information and even some reveals.
Yeah, I think episode 5 is it's fine. It's like it's just a fine episode of the show, right? And like when you have a television show that has so many episodes, you're gonna have episodes that just aren't as strong as others. I don't think it was particularly well written in comparison to the writing of this episode, which I felt was a lot tighter.
Especially
and that
when
just
you put them side by side.
that just happens, especially on a television show that had when you have deadlines and stuff like that. The episodes get lost in the crunch of it. And that's just the reality of making TV.
They become the puzzle pieces to get to the next part of it.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
And also like some episodes, if it isn't important, it will get less time in the writer's room. That's just the reality of it, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that no show has 100% amazing episodes.
True.
And that's just the reality of reacting to a television show episode by episode. Is there's going to be episodes where you're like, that was fine. We got that. We did the next bit. Whereas this, like, there is like serious writing in this episode, and there's some really, really fantastic acting in this episode.
Yeah.
That makes it just stand a little bit above, and that's going to happen. I'm really loving what they're doing with Holden. I think that as a lead character, he is just fascinating. He is always doing the right thing, but he is not perfect. And the way that they're balancing that with his relationships with his crew, with his new relationship with Fred Johnson, which I have a feeling will continue for a lot of the show.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be, pardon me, I think it's going to be like a rocky relationship, you know? Sure. But I think it's going to be a really interesting and multi-layered relationship.
Yeah, I also just think that the plot is finally coalesced into something that I'm like, I know enough of now to be truly interested in. The first few episodes got me by with my confusion by having these like giant reveal moments and just kind of like the craziness of it.
Yeah. This I can see the outline a little better.
And we had a lot of comments from people who are like, oh, you guys don't like being left in the dark. And that's not what it is.
No.
It's about how writing chooses to leave you in the dark and what is in the dark and what is in the light.
Yeah.
And how you use what is in the light to obfuscate what you want to be in the dark.
Yeah.
That is more interesting to me than there are times in modern writing, particularly since Lost came out, where writers think that keeping a mystery back to have a reveal moment is what is interesting, and that isn't true.
No.
And
it's how you do it. It's not you have a big reveal. It's how you execute it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so much more than like what you know and what you don't know.
But this is a complaint that I have had since J.J. Abrams' mystery box speech, that he will openly say people took the wrong way, right? I am glad that the show isn't trying to completely hold everything back now, and that we're at a point in the plot where I'm like, I still don't really know what's going on, but I know enough where I feel like I'm at a level with the characters that I'm watching.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. I like to be able to feel like I'm at least on the journey with the people whose point of view I'm experiencing.
Totally.
And anytime you have a show that is introducing a world as vast and complex as this one, the opening episodes to me are always a little bit rough because the process of getting on board with what the people I am experiencing the point of view of, getting on board with their perspective is hard because I don't have any connection to their world or their worldview.
Yeah.
And so it always takes a little bit to get there. And now that I kind of understand the relationship between the OPA and the Belt and Earth and Mars, and I like know enough about it to feel like I can be in the scene a little bit, instead of every line of dialogue, I'm trying to pick up on what that means for the scope of the story.
Yeah.
It helps me a lot feel like I'm on the journey with them instead of like sitting back and being like, holy shit, this is a lot of information.
I'm also glad we turned on subtitles.
This was the first episode where I felt like I wasn't sitting like, this is a lot of new info.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it actually felt like I was a part of like piecing things together.
Yeah. And that's super fun. And I just think it was really well written and incredibly acted. The scene between Miller and Anderson was particularly wonderful.
Yeah.
I thought that was just really great acting. And the actor who plays Anderson's choreography with the hat was just so meticulous and so well done.
Yeah, between the two of them, like I wonder how choreographed it was, or because it felt so natural, I almost feel like they just like kind of went for it. Like I would have loved to have been on set that day and seen how they like navigated it because the audience is aware, right? And so when you have that kind of awareness of a prop, for example, it's very easy for it to feel choreographed.
I don't think that it wasn't choreographed just because of the camera movement around it.
Yeah.
It would be really hard for it to have been improvised into the center of frame the way that it happened to be.
And I don't think it was 100% improvised.
No.
Like, I think that would be, like, nearly impossible. But I do think, like, you know, they might have gone through the interaction and kind of did what felt natural and then choreographed around what they came up with.
I'm willing to bet it was in the script.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm willing to bet, like, that because there are specific lines where Miller speeds up his speech to stop him from like moving his hand along the brim of the hat.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet it was written into the script. Like this is the beat of this because it is so specific what needs to happen for the scene.
Yeah. Well, I mean, good on the actors because it was fantastic.
Yeah, this is a fantastic episode of television. I really enjoyed that. Except the one thing that isn't working for me right now is
the asides.
No, that was really cool.
Oh, okay.
I like look, there's gonna be huge consequences for that. And it was depressing and like there's no way someone finds his nephew because he's floating in literal space. And the only other ship nearby you blew up is the Earth plot. Like I think Deshalu is giving a really great performance. I think that she's interesting. But that is the one thing they keep cutting to that doesn't really seem to... Her plot is always the same for me right now, in that she's going to someone on Earth to try and get someone to help her do something in outer space.
To get
and they say no, and then the UN gets mad at her. And I'm waiting for her plot to connect to other things.
Yeah, right now it's more of an aside and it hasn't tied into what our main characters are doing.
Yeah, and it's just her thing feels a little bit repetitive right now in the like, I'm manipulating you. I don't want you to manipulate me. Well, I'm doing it anyway. Oh no, Big Daddy UN's mad at me again.
Yeah.
And I didn't accomplish anything except for that one time where I guess she did kind of like the one UN scene where she did avert whatever. But the Earth plot feels very far away and very
It does feel very distant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm sure that like those scenes will be like imperative in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I don't think that they're there unnecessarily, but right now we just don't have those links.
Just honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's a reaction video. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me in comments down below. Because the algorithm god is hungry. We must feed her. In this episode, that algorithm goddess is...
Naomi drank a lot.
Yeah, she needs to stay hydrated. Get that coffee in you to fight your hangover.
Before I forget.
Oh, what?
We are changing the day of the week that The Expanse comes out.
Right. So, guys, The Mandalorian Season 3 will be up on Wednesdays, starting March 1st.
Yes.
So, Expanse will be Expanse Fridays, a few hours after book club.
Yeah. Hopefully that's fine.
Start your weekend right with The Expanse on the Nerdy Nightly.
Hell yeah.
Until Amazon drops a show on Thursday night and then Friday becomes our Amazon day. The Expanse is going to bounce around based on new show schedules. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
And as always, do something nerdy tonight.
Bye, guys.
Bye.